Well, the season is over for the Toronto Raptors as they get swept by the Cleveland Cavaliers 109-102. The team fought harder in this game. They really did. They ended up having a 93-92 lead at one point, but just couldn't pull away. And the Cavaliers, being the Cavaliers, put the Raptors away. Now, if we're looking from a statistics standpoint, the Raptors did a pretty good job defensively on the Cavaliers, only giving them 48% from the field, only 39% from three. But the Raptors shot 47% and 34% from three. And I just can't put a finger on it, you know? If we're trying to find positives, it's that Ibaka played a ridiculously good night, and Corey Joseph was fantastic. 20 points, 12 assists for Kojo. DeMar had 22, and Norman Powell with 10. But there's a lot of questions now. Now that the season has come to an end, and the Raptors definitely regressed from last season, obviously making it to the third round and pushing Cleveland to 6 last season, to making it to the second round and getting swept by Cleveland this year. There are a lot of questions now. I mean, will PJ Tucker and Serge Ibaka be back? I personally would love to see both guys back because of their energy. Again, PJ Tucker played 46 minutes in this game, had 14 points and 12 rebounds. I mean, I thought PJ was fantastic. He also had 4 steals and was 4 of 7 from 3, 57%. He was fantastic. And Serge Ibaka, you know, has been such a consistent workhorse all season. Yes, his three-point shooting in the playoffs wasn't as good as we saw it in the regular season, and as we know Serge Ibaka can do, but he's a stud. He put up, 23 in this one. I thought he was great. He was 2 of 6 from 3, knocked down a couple. Not too great, but he, again, knocked down a couple. So he's a great guy to have. JV, I mean, again, he didn't get played a lot. There was a lot of times where we're like, put this guy out there. And, he didn't get the time. But he didn't play too well in this game. 4 of 11 shooting, 36%, 8 points, 5 rebounds. So there's a tough spot for JV. But the big question for the Toronto Raptors heading into the offseason now is, what do they do with Kyle Lowry? That is the big question. And I know a lot of people are going to say, let him go. He's done. His career's over. He's getting old now. He's done. I'm mixed. When Kyle Lowry is healthy and being Kyle Lowry, he is one of the better point guards in the Eastern Conference. I mean, he really is. Just what he does on the court. But he's injured, and he was injured in the regular season. He got injured in the playoffs now. I mean, he didn't do a whole lot in the playoffs for the team, and I did see an update not too long ago saying that he was going to look at Western Conference teams. So in my eyes, I know him and DeMar are like best buds. But does he want to be here anymore? I think that's a huge question to go along with it. But that'll be answered as the offseason goes on. And another thing, DeMar Carroll has been useless. Absolutely useless since he signed this contract. He was even worse this season. And in this game, in a playoff game, a do-or-die game, if you told me a couple of years ago that this guy would play 6 minutes in a game 4 you could be swept, I would be like, okay, relax. But that's what happened today. The way DeMar Carroll has played, they might have to find a way to get rid of his contract. I don't know what they're going to do. There's just a lot of questions going into this offseason. Do they go out and look for a bunch of guys who can just shoot the 3 and shoot the ball? Maybe. There's just a ton of questions. But as for this game today, I have to give credit for the Raptors. I got to give credit to this team for actually fighting. I didn't know which Raptor club we were going to see today. Were we going to see the team that's just going to come out, we're down 3-0 to Cleveland, there's no way we're coming back, and just die and just look horrible. But no, they came out and fight. They fought to the bitter end. But it just wasn't enough. And that's just the way it is. There's gonna be a lot of shaking up in this offseason. Going into the playoffs, I did not expect. I mean, I expected us to meet Cleveland in the second round, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. The Raptors got absolutely destroyed in games 1 and 2. They were playing a really solid game in game 3 and just fell apart in the fourth quarter. And in this one, they hung tight the whole way through. They had a good lead in the first quarter. They had a really good first quarter, and they just couldn't do it. They just couldn't hang on. They couldn't get those big shots. They got some of them. I got to give it to them. They did knock down some shots here. They had 10 threes, but Cleveland had 16. That's just the way it is. It sucks. Am I sad the basketball season is over? Yeah. Is it going to leave a very bitter taste in my mouth? Oh, big time. You know, you come into the season, you're like, all right, we made it to the conference finals last year. We lost in 6. Bigger and better things this season. Have a pretty good first half until things start to get shaky near the All-Star break. Then the big trades happen for defensive guys, and you're like, all right, this is unbelievable. The offense is cooking. We got these great defenders. Let's get it going. Before you even play a game, Lowry is injured. He is out till like 4 games left in the regular season. He plays those 4. You win all 4. Things are like, okay, this is looking good. You play Milwaukee. You lose game 1, as usual. And then they push you hard, and you win in 6. But, man, they didn't quit. And then we get to the Cleveland series, and you get absolutely obliterated in game 1. Lowry starts getting hurt. He does not play the rest of the way. And he gets swept. All the emotions through this season. And it's over. So you know what, guys? Actually, I had a question for you guys. Since the season is over, and yeah, it sucks. If you had to pick one moment of this year to be your favorite moment for the Raptors season, what would it be? I'm not going to say what mine was. I'm just going to let you guys do the talking, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the season overall and the videos and all that kind of stuff, hey, hit that like button. I do appreciate that, you guys. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already, because there will be off-season Raptor stuff. And comment down below, like I said, what was your favorite Raptor moment of the season and all the stuff for the off-season. What do you guys got? We'll also do a Raptors season review. You know, I'm not too sure. If you guys want to follow me up on Twitter, I'll let you guys know, you know, when that'll be and all that kind of stuff. The link will be in the description for that. Don't you guys worry about that. And if you guys, I appreciate all your support through this year, through this craziness. I mean, the first half of the season, you know, the channel was hovering, you know, and the Leafs and Raptors weren't really grabbing traction. And then the Ibaka trade and the Tucker trade. And I got a bunch of you guys to join on, and I thank everybody for watching. It has been an insane ride. And I hope you guys join me next season, because it might be a different Raptor club we're seeing. I'm not too sure. But, again, I hope you guys join the Blue Jays season and ride out the summer with me when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because I'd love to keep you guys along, enjoying the ride, all right? But thank you guys so much, and we'll talk to you guys Jays edition tomorrow, as the Jays back at home taking on the Cleveland Indians. Edwin Encarnacion is home. He's back. How are the Jays going to do this series? Not sure. And we'll also talk to you guys Raptors edition season review. Not sure when that'll be. Again, follow the link in the description for Twitter, and I'll let you guys know there when that video when that video will be out. It was one heck of a season, but not where we wanted to be. Talk to you guys then.